Welcome to News 9. Let's take a look at what's happening in Bengaluru, the Silicon Valley of India. Bengaluru experienced one of its heaviest rainfall of the year on Sunday. A fresh spell of heavy rainfall overnight has wreaked havoc across India's Silicon Valley. Late-night thunderstorm led to the uprooting of several trees in different parts of the city. Meanwhile, the continuous downpour accompanied by strong winds has caused trees to be uprooted, and several areas have been inundated, especially in some of the central areas of the city. Emergency services and BBMP personnel have been working round the clock to clear the flooding, as well as to ensure that the trees have been removed as well. Now, severe waterlogging has been reported in various parts of the city since morning, and traffic has been brought to a standstill in an already crowded Bengaluru roads. Now, key intersections across the city, particularly in north and east of Bengaluru, have also been inundated. The scene resembled flowing streams. The Bengaluru Traffic Police has issued multiple advisories urging commuters to drive with caution. The Silk Board metro station and surrounding areas in Bengaluru were severely affected by the heavy downfall, and the junction was reportedly inundated during the heavy rains. Roads have also been completely inundated. These are the visuals that in fact show the kind of situation that is there in Bengaluru. Completely flooded streets. In fact, the big question being asked as well, because every time during rains, Bengaluru's infrastructure cripples and its drain systems are the ones that are completely destroyed. In fact, some of the main canals, called as the Rajakaluways, have been completely either encroached upon, or debris and silt has been filled up, resulting in it becoming completely ineffective. The secondary as well as the tertiary drains have also been completely inundated and at the same time filled up with garbage as well as sediment, and has not been looked into at all. This has resulted in Bengaluru's several urban centers being completely flooded. Now, these are visuals that show water in some of the layouts, entering houses in several layouts as well. These are the visuals that showcase the kind of situation that is faced by the citizens of Bengaluru. Water entering their homes and destroying their furniture as well as whatever they had on the ground floor. Now, this resident in fact showing the kind of damage caused by the flooding inside her house. My colleague Vajiullah in fact gave us an idea of what was happening in certain sections of the city. Let's listen.
Well, I'm right now standing at the BTS road in Shantinagar and Wilson Garden, and right behind me are the visuals of what happened to the city after one entire night's rainfall. Till 5:30 a.m. in the morning, there was heavy rainfall in the city. It is expected to believe that 104 mm of rainfall was the reason why you've seen and the condition of the office is like this. You can see water has accumulated at the entire office area. People are stranded near the entrance now. They've got the fire engine to gush out the entire water. A lot of important files and documents are present at this place. I have got reports from various reporters and officials from the BBMP saying that a lot of places in Bengaluru have stranded. A lot of trees have tree felling has happened, and such flood-like situation and water logging has become normal in various parts of the city. Now, with the rains expected for the coming few days till May 22nd is what the IMDb has told us that it is going to rain. So we are expecting things to get worsened, because if we see the sky also, if I can show you, the sky isn't clear. There is expectation of heavy rainfall till May 22nd, and an orange and a yellow alert has been sounded till 21st May and an orange alert on 22nd May. So we are going to expect heavy rainfall in Bengaluru, and those who are watching, make your own preparations before the rain, because this is going to be the situation for the coming few days, at least for this week, as per the IMDb. Bringing you this report from Shantinagar, where water logging has become one of the biggest issues here. Is me, Mohammad Wajiullah, for News9. Is this a situation everywhere? You've been traveling from morning?
Yeah,
Huh?
everywhere.
Everywhere. From where all you have traveled, sir?
From Benson town.
Benson town. This is one spot. Where all did you see water logging, sir?
Yeah.
Where all did you see water logging?
No, this side. Now present, I'm going this
Okay,
side.
this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Huh?
But I don't know.
Huh? Have you been traveling across right now?
Yeah.
Did you see flood-like situation everywhere?
Yeah, I've seen in this every year this road will be like this.
Every year this road will be like this itself. Now, how far is your office? How long will it take for you to reach?
It's like 1 kilometer. It's in Sudaya road.
It's in Siddhaya Road only, but it's going to take a lot of time now.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm joined by my colleague Wajiullah with the latest. Wajiullah, city comes to its knees every time it rains, and everyone looks at the infrastructure. But once the rains are over, when the city starts bustling back, everyone forgets about it until the next rains. But it is a situation that shows that the city's infrastructure is crippling.
देख के भाई
Vajula, every time it rains, it looks like the city's infrastructure is collapsing, but people forget it once the rains are over. But there is no permanent solution to this.
Well, absolutely, Varghese. There is no solution when it comes to Bengaluru lanes. We see this situation every year around. Right now, I am on my way to the Bengaluru Lake. We've heard that the frothing in Bengaluru Lake has started. But like you mentioned, the situation of Bengaluru turns out to be the same throughout the year. It looks like that there is no change that happens, despite the fact that throughout the year we get to listen from the government that they have cleared the stormwater drains, they have made sure that the work has done. Repair works at the walls that seems to be weak, which would fall off. Those works have been done. But every year the rain increases and then the issues of Bengaluru also increases. Right now we are traveling over Koromangala and what I've heard is the interior regions where there is heavy water accumulation, water logging across this place. Now the place where I am, where there is very less water logging, but what you can see over here is the dilapidated conditions of the road. Just a few seconds back, we had a very scary situation where we were about to fall off because the road was so bad and we were on top, so there was a disbalance. So that is how the situation is in most of the places here in Bengaluru. And also the other thing is, with what we've seen, the rainfall that we've seen in the last 2 days, it is close to 134 mm in some places, 105 overall in Bengaluru is what the IMD is selling. And if I can tell my camera person to just show you the sky, you can see dark clouds all over the place. So the possibility of rains coming again is something that is inevitable, and Bengaluru is expected to face rains for the next 3-4 days till 23rd May. The prediction is there's already a yellow alert that has been sounded. We've also heard political reactions that are coming with regards to how the BJP has been blaming them. But at an overall level, what we see is that rain is going to continue wreak havoc in the city for the next 2-3 days. There are a lot of branches that are there, so we'll have to duck a little. But yes, that is how the situation is in the city, Varghese, right now.
Also, we are joined in by Sandeep Anirudhan, civic activist and convener Citizens Agenda for Bengaluru. Sandeep Anirudhan, Bengaluru technically is collapsing as we see it. Now, there is supposed to be a Rajkalaways. Most of those Rajkalaways have been taken over, the encroachment, sedimented, and the entire drain system from Rajkalaways to the tertiary drain systems to the secondary drain systems, some of them don't even technically exist in the city anymore. And we are talking about a city that has got an elevation of 920 meters and it gets flooded like this.
Quite true. It's a joke, isn't it, that a city at such high elevation should even face waterlogging when
if the drains were working.
Back, beg your pardon?
If the drains were working.
Yeah, no. The funny thing is, 2000 years ago, this was a dry plateau with no vegetation and no water. The reason being, it's on such a high elevation, it's on a ridge, and rainfall used to just flow away. Hence, there was no water source for the city. It is the local residents through the last 2000 years who, before the British came, who devised a method where the drains of the rainwater would have check dams, and they used to build the lakes, and therefore they built about 2000 lakes. This is what made Bengaluru habitable. And this is what gave Bengaluru greenery when the villagers planted trees around this lake. And which is why Bengaluru became a beautiful, desirable city. And the last 300 years, ever since the British came, we have been destroying that natural asset which our ancestors built before them. Our ancestors built 2000 lakes and an intricate net of cascading Rajakaluways, which brought vibrancy and life to the city and which made it desirable. The British came and they had a consumerist philosophy. They would just extract. They would extract water from one lake. When that was not viable anymore, they would extract water from 2, 3 more lakes. When that's not viable, they went further away and further away. So that way, we finally landed up with River Kaveri. This is the Western way of thinking that we are still following. That is, we used to build local water security. Therefore, we respected the water. We respected the rainfall. We respected the drainage network that existed. We respected hydrology, and we figured out a way to bring about local abundance of water. Ever since the British came and we started following this Western engineering way of doing things, we have not been respecting nature and ecology.
This mainly is happening in our cities because Bangalore, as Bangaloreans born and brought up in Bangalore, we've seen Bangalore city from the last 40, 45 years. Today, the city is facing such issues is basically because the decisions made by the politicians are all political decisions. They never consider or think about people and citizens. And the decisions, we have these white topping roads, which is happening now in Bangalore city. In name of white topping, you should just visit the roads that they are working on. White topping, where the white topping is not needed, not required actually, they will come up with white topping on such roads. What happens in white topping? We have zero groundwater, white topping may. Where actually a road development needs to happen, they don't concentrate there. Where we have good roads and proper roads, they have white topping and they have road work there. And in the name of development, we're not against development. We are very much with the government when it comes to development. But development should not cause such chaos with residents. One rain, two rain, and Bangalore is not able to take it, basically because of the destruction that they've done in the name of development. So for any development, the government authorities give permission for cutting down of trees just because they want to bring up buildings there. Government offices, government buildings there. They are okay with giving permission to cut down 300 plus trees. So you can imagine what kind of decisions these politicians are making. And when it comes to the government employees, government officials, be it BBMP, BWSSB, they've got nothing much, no decision-making power in their hands. We got to understand this. Every city, especially Bangalore, I've been fighting as a civic leader, as a civic activist from the last 6 to 7 years. Very basic facility these people are not looking into. And after completion of work, the stormwater drain, the drains are not connected. Okay, and I got calls from people which is very close to Commercial Street. Okay, last evening, where sewage water is coming into their houses. Can you imagine? With this kind of rain, and we haven't even, the monsoon haven't even started yet. These are all the rains that we are getting now is pre-monsoon, correct? What will happen to monsoon?